All right. Talking about owning your vision. Now, I love to joke. I love to have a good time. I believe that's a good way to get to where we're going. However, this is a deadly business we're in. There are people going to hell because we don't do our assignment the way we ought to be doing it. Christians are not winning the battle. Christians are losing the battle. We are losing in influence. Your church should have a place of influence in your community. How do you do that? You reclaim the territory. And it is through your humility, mission, and it's through exactly what you are doing is why you will take back your territory. It is through humility, and it is through submission, and it's through getting ready for a fight. Now, there's one thing I know how to do is fight. I spiritually fight. What Steve does is financial restructure. What I do is spiritual restructure. You're not going to have a financial restructure until you get a spiritual restructure. It's not going to happen because you don't carry the character in order to make it come to pass. Okay, so 3 degrees. How did this come to be? Is if you have an airplane take off from MSP and go to Miami, it is going to be off track, off course almost the whole time. It has to make small adjustments on the way there. Small corrections over and over and over so that it can land in the exact spot it's supposed to. It doesn't chart a course for Miami and end up in Kansas City. But sometimes our lives are that way. We chart a course, this is where I'm going, yet we end up completely somewhere else, wondering how in the world did I get here? And who was in the bed with me? So 3 degrees, you don't want to be any more than 3 degrees off track on the way to your destination so that you can go what you fully expect to go. The vision that God's put in your heart, that vision, you need to stay on track, right on track. You don't want this number. You don't want to be wandering around in the wilderness. When we lose sight of our vision, own your vision, man. Own it. Somebody asked Moses, where are we supposed to go? We're supposed to go to the promised land. A whole generation lost their vision. Nobody knew where they were going. They wandered around for 40 years. You can wander around 40 years. You can wander around your whole life and die not reaching God's destination for yourself. Whole lot of stuff's going to happen, but you will not make what you were supposed to be. Then you're going to stand in front of pearly gates. You're going to stand in front of God. He's going to go. Are you ready for that? Or you're going to listen to what he has to say. Where he guides you, he will empower you to do it. Will you be afraid? If you're not, you're dumb. Because you're going to be afraid. It will be too much. If it's not too much, you're not shooting high enough. If you don't need him in order to make this come to pass, we ain't going to win by bake sales. We're talking about transference. Not the big sale. We had a car wash. Car washes are not going to do it. God has something more in store for you. He's got a vision. You keep your eye on that vision no matter where you are. You keep looking at that vision. Never take your eye off the vision. You are going to have fights. People, places, things are going to go wrong and they're going to come against you. It's going to happen. Count on it. I don't know. It's probably not a good movie. But the movie Gladiator, and one of the first, I don't know if it's Christian or not. I've been on the front lines of, fighting ministry since 2002.